$3 billion CEOs drove their luxury cars at 20 miles per hour just to protect the mother of the richest man, who was riding an electric scooter and delivering food. Seeing that the mother had no intention of stopping, the three couldn't help but speak up again to stop her. Seeing this, the woman could only stop her scooter, but she did not agree to the other's request about delivering food. The reason she hid her identity and delivered food was simply to use her poor upbringing to nurture her youngest adopted son, her 3 biological sons. Watching their mother, who had been delivering food for over 10 years, felt a surge of heartache. Worried that their mother was overworked, the 3 immediately offered to help take care of the adopted son, but were refused by their mother. She feared that if her adopted son knew her true identity, he would be psychologically harmed. Seeing that her adopted son had already become a competent company CEO under her guidance, the woman decided to personally attend his signing ceremony and reveal her true identity to him, claiming that he was the heir to her group. Hearing this, the 3 men were instantly shocked. Not because they were jealous that the adopted son could inherit the company, but because he had only become CEO with their secret help. They worried that once he inherited their mother's company, he might mismanage it to the point of collapse. Unaware of the situation, the woman assumed the 3 had agreed with her plan and immediately followed the newly arrived butler to her adopted son's company. Before leaving, the woman specifically instructed her 3 sons to stay home and not disturb her time with the adopted son. Watching their mother leave, the 3 felt a surge of irritation. They were frustrated that their credit for helping the adopted son was being stolen by his biological mother. They feared that once he obtained the company, he might harm their mother. Hearing the youngest brother's worry, the 2 older brothers immediately swore that if the adopted son dared to harm their mother, they would make him pay the price. Meanwhile, the woman had already gone to the adopted son's company with the butler, but from day until night, she could not see him appear. Calling him only instructed her to wait outside the company, and subsequent calls went unanswered. Little did she know, the adopted son thought that the person who had helped him all these years was always his biological mother, Jessica. He also believed that Jessica had abandoned him only under his stepfather's coercion. Seeing Jessica's wealthy lifestyle, he immediately forgave her and took her to the signing ceremony, leaving the adoptive mother who had cared for him for over a decade standing in the cold rain. While the woman wondered where her son had gone, the butler suddenly received a call from the assistant. Learning that the adopted son had gone to the signing banquet and prepared a surprise for her, the woman's gradually panicked mood turned into joy. She then instructed the butler to prepare the company's stock transfer agreement, announcing that she would hand over the company to her adopted son today. Soon, the woman arrived at the banquet with the agreement. Seeing her adopted son on stage, she felt a wave of relief. Hearing that he intended